Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Transformers Friday from the Toybox edition. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with the Transformers Power of the Primes Legends Class Insecticon Skrapnel. Let's get into it! Let's take a look at the figure and his accessory in his alt mode. And I say alt mode, although I think of Insecticons in their insect mode more as their primary mode. But here is the only accessory, the handy dandy instruction manual. Ages 8 and up generations Transformers, Power of the Primes. It's not Shrapnel, it's Skrapnel. And he's a Decepticon, of course. And then unfold the instructions, and there you can see how to transform this fine fellow. And I have to say, I don't particularly care for this paper. It's a little blurry looking, but for the most part it's clear. The instructions are easy to follow though, like most Legends class of this era. So let's take a look at the figure himself, and there you've got his pinchers with the blasters on the end. You've got that nice yellow, at least I think it's yellow. I'm colorblind, so don't make fun of handicapped people. So we've got some yellow, some black, and some purples. At least that's the way I see it. Nice Decepticon Tampo right there on the top. And you know, this guy cuts a pretty good silhouette, but you know, it's a little messy like most Legends class figures. On the bottom here especially, you can see, you know, some hands and where it just folds up. And again, that's just common for this class of Transformer during this time. Sometimes even still today, even though Legends class has kind of been upgraded more to deluxe class, and then Core Cat class kind of took its place, and it's going away now, so I don't know what's coming. But you know, again, very nice looking insect mode, I think. But a little bit robotic here on the pinchers, but you know, he is a robot insect, so there is that. But again, I think in this mode it's a very nice looking Insecticon for the most part. There you have it, my friends. A look at Skrapnel in his alt mode. It's time for alt mode comparisons. And here we have the Transformers Power of the Primes Legends Class Skrapnel with the Transformers Combiner Wars Legends Class Bombshell, the Transformers Titans Returns Legends Class Kickback, and the Transformers Legacy Evolution Deluxe Class Shrapnel. For our final set of alt mode comparisons, here we have the Transformers Power of the Primes Legends Class Skrapnel with the Transformers Titans Returns Legends Class Bumblebee, and the Amazon exclusive Transformers War for Cybertron trilogy Generation Selects Earthrise Leader Class Alternate Universe Optimus Prime. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the comedy portion of our program where I will attempt to transform this Transformer. And let's see how it's going to go. I haven't transformed this guy in a really, really long time. So first up, I think you want to separate the legs. And that did it. And then straighten them out. And you can see this hinge right here. You want to lift that up and it'll click into place. Now, once you get that, you're going to want to straighten the feet up, but you can't yet because you have this piece right here. It's on a hinge and it rotates over to the side. And there's the hinge right there. Then once you have that rotated out of the way, you can rotate it all the way out of the way. Then you can flip the foot up, and then same thing on this side. And you just kind of rotate. This one's a little bit easier. Rotate it, and then flip that foot up. Then you want to, I don't know how that came off already, but there's a tab right here and here, and then there's slots here and here, and you want to pull those off. And you don't want to pull them off. You just want to disengage them from the slot. Then you'll rotate these arms. There's a hinge right here, and you rotate these arms forward, and then the insect leg part you want to rotate over to the side. Let's do that on both sides. And let's see, is this piece on a hinge? It is. This piece is on a hinge, this chest piece. So it's on a hinge, and you want to lower it down into place right there. And you'll see it'll join up with the waist piece here. And then when that happens, yay, there's the head. And then you want to take the pinchers and move them over to the side like such. And let's see, what's the last thing? The insect legs that are attached here to the back, you just want to, they're on a hinge, you just want to move them in to where, I guess where they're touching, so they can touch each other. And there you have it, my friends, without too much difficulty. Skrapnel all transformed. Let's take a look at the figure and his no accessories. So here, let's get a close-up of the face. You can see there's 2 silver paint apps there. They look almost two-toned. The visor looks like it's one shade of silver, and then the face is a different shade of silver. So I don't know exactly how that works. Maybe just lighter. I don't know. So you got this nice paint app right here with the Decepticon logo on it. Nice black and purples. And these yellows. At least I guess it's yellow. I'm colorblind, so, you know, don't make fun of handicapped people. It's not nice. So there's that. So not a whole lot of paint apps going on this figure. So let's talk about his articulation. The head feels like it's gonna go the full Exorcist, but I'm not gonna lie, it's hard to get fingers in there to twist it around. So there is that. So there, I did get it to do the full Exorcist. I won't be doing that again. So at the shoulder, it's on a ball joint here, and it does like to not stay in place. But because of this insect leg and the mandible here, can only raise his arm up that high. Won't do a full 360-degree rotation. Goes up that... Oh. Excuse me. It goes up that far, And I probably should edit that out, but I won't. And it goes back again all the way to the mandible. So there is that. And it does have a little waggle in it because it's on a ball joint. And then ball joint at the elbow. And it does give you a full 360-degree rotation, but you do have to maneuver that insect leg around. And as far as bend at that elbow joint, slightly better than 90 degrees, it looks like. At the waist, there is nothing. At the hips, looks like he'll give you the full splits. I don't think there's any plus in there. Then he will kick forward that far, so that's a pretty good range of motion. And then back, I know those insect legs are going to get in the way, and he can kick back that far. And then it's on a ball joint as well, so you get a little bit of, well, you get a little bit of waggle in the thigh there. And then ball joint here at the knee, so it will rotate a full 360 degrees there, and it will give you that much bend, it looks like. So that's cool. And then due to transformation, you got some down toe tilt, but I don't think you can really do much of anything with that. So there you have it, my friends. A look at Skrapnel in his robot mode. It's time for my favorite part of a Transformers review, robot mode comparisons. And here we have the Transformers Power of the Primes Legends Class Skrapnel with the Transformers Combiner Wars Legends Class Bombshell, the Transformers Titans Returns Legends Class Kickback, and the Transformers Legacy Evolution Deluxe Class Shrapnel. For our final set of robot mode comparisons, here we have the Transformers Power of the Primes Legends Class Insecticon Skrapnel with the Transformers Titans Returns Legends Class Bumblebee and the Walmart exclusive Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy Netflix Earthrise Leader Class Optimus Prime. For final thoughts on the Transformers Power of the Primes Legends Class Insecticon Skrapnel, not to be confused with Shrapnel, I have to say, you know, it's an okay figure. This one really shines more in insect mode than in robot mode. And when I say that, I really think it's 100% better in its alt mode than this. It's just an insect leg nightmare as far as, you know, this thing goes in robot mode. So insect mode is much better. I do hate the fact that we have to call him Skrapnel and not Shrapnel. Thank goodness they got the rights back for that name before the legacy version came out, the deluxe class one. And he's Shrapnel, and this one is Skrapnel. And I know this guy leans more toward the IDW aesthetic than G1, and you know, he really does. The other two, Kickback and Bombshell, kind of, you can see the G1 inspiration in there. This one, I really don't honestly see that, but that's just me, in my opinion. Your mileage, of course, may vary. This one it's okay. Like I said, it's much better in insect mode than robot mode. I definitely prefer it that way. But again, that's me. If you have this one, display it however you like, because it's your display. It's not my display. My display is my display, and this guy isn't even in it anymore. So there is that. but you know, it was a nice placeholder. It was fun to actually get all 3 of the original Insecticons for the most part, even though this guy's called Skrapnel. He's really shrapnel, and we know that. And so it was nice for the first time collecting Transformers. The Earth Wars or Prime Wars trilogy was the first time that I completed several sets, like the 3 Combiner Wars Seekers, Starscream, Thundercracker, and Skywarp. That was the first time I completed that set, and it was the first time that I completed the Dinobots, and it was the first time that I completed the Insecticons set, and I'm still working on that in Legacy, still waiting on my Bombshell, and also for them to do Venom, and then I think I'll be done with Insecticons. And then there's the mini-bots. But anyway, that's another whole thing. Well, that does it for the review. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very, very much for supporting this channel through viewing. If you are interested in supporting my channel further, I am now offering memberships at various tiers. Click the join button on my YouTube page, or check this video's description for the link and see if any membership offers are right for you, but only if you are in a position to do so. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you would like to see more content, or just to help the channel grow, or both, that's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.